Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm Addie Bell. I do makeup, skincare, beauty videos. And so if that's something you're interested in, then please subscribe and hit the like button. That would really mean a lot to me. Today I'm doing my very first favorites video, which I'm very excited about. I have really just gotten into makeup probably over the past couple years, and so this is just things that I've discovered this year that I'm really excited about, and so they're only things that I've tried for a while and I know work, so I'm not going to be, it's not going to be a ton, and I'm putting the skincare and the makeup together. And so with that, we will get started. I'm going to start on the skincare, and then I will go and head into some makeup products. So the very first skincare product, I'm actually going to bring two up at one time because I've actually been combining these. So some skincare special, if you tell me this is wrong, then I'm sorry. But I love the NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost. I have very dry skin. There it is. And this stuff is very gel-like, and it has hyaluronic acid in it, which I know everyone likes. That's what it looks like. It's very, very gel, very soft, and very light. That's what I love about it. It's just so light. But I feel like when I use that, that's very hydrating, but I really want something to moisturize. And so what I do is I take for my final step of moisturizing, I take the WELEDA skincare. This is something else I've also discovered this year. It's called the WELEDA Skin Food. Some people even use this for primer before they put their makeup on. So what I've been doing is I'll squirt out a little bit of the Skin Food. It is very, very thick. And so when I put that on, it doesn't like immediately soak into my skin, but I found that if I put the NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost with it, it makes like the best mixture. Like, it's so hydrating, it's so moisturizing, and it's also like really dewy. And so I really like using that as a primer. I feel like when I use that as a base, and if I want a really, really glowy base, that really helps start out. A lot of people just use the WELEDA Skin Food as a primer, and sometimes I just think it's just a little bit too thick for me. And so when I mix those two, it's been amazing. So this has been my main, these are my main moisturizers that I've used almost this entire year. I'm already on my second one of the NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost, and both of these you can get at Target, which is really nice as well. I didn't know that. I thought you could only get WELEDA online, but actually you can get it at Target, so that's really exciting. The other skincare thing I wanted to mention was the CEREVE Resurfacing Retinol Serum. Everyone's talking about retinol these days and that we should have it. It's very good for anti-aging. It's also really good for resurfacing the skin. And I just really struggled in knowing what type of retinol to use. I have very sensitive skin, so that wouldn't really hurt my skin, make it dry it out. Lots of retinols are very sensitizing to the skin, and so I started using this one because of Dr. Dre recommended it. If you watched her videos on YouTube, they're amazing, and she's amazing because she posts a video every day, and I don't know how she does it, being a dermatologist and working full-time. But anyways, so she recommended this. I really love this. You can also get this at Target or Walmart. This is also my second tube of this. I have felt that I have much smoother skin after using this. You have to use it. Well, you can't use it with other like BHAs or AHAs. So I use it at night along with that moisturizer. I don't put really anything else on my skin. But okay, so those are the skincare. I had a couple hair products that I wanted to talk about as well. My little stand is over here. That's why I keep leaning over. So first of all, along with the dry skin, I have a very dry scalp, and it gets very, very lots of flakes, gets very flaky. And so I've tried using Head and Shoulders, which works to keep the problem at bay, but it doesn't. If I would ever stop using it to go back to like my nicer shampoos that I know are better for my actual hair, the dandruff would just come back. And that was very frustrating for me. And I've been researching and researching, and I finally had a friend who told me that that she used this. It's called Nizoral. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I found it on Amazon. So if that is something that you need, yeah, I found it on Amazon. It's really nice. The directions say to apply the shampoo, repeat, use 3 to 4 days for up to 8 weeks. And I did that. I used it I wash my hair every 3 to 4 days, sometimes longer. And then I did that for about 8 weeks, and I went back to the shampoo that I like to use. I use a Veda, and I just feel like the flaking, it still comes a little bit, but it's just so much better and not there. And then it just says, like, if you need to add it into your routine for a week, if it comes back, then add it in. And then after that, you just, yeah, you don't have dandruff, which is so nice because dandruff is so frustrating, especially this time of year. So that is the shampoo. And I also have a conditioner that I've really loved. I do not have curly hair. I know a lot of people these days are saying they have curly hair when they don't. I don't, but it is wavy, and sometimes I like to bring those waves out. I like to keep my ends of my hair very moisturized, and so I have actually been using the SHEA moisturizing conditioner, and it has been so good. So what I'll do is I'll use my shampoo, whether it's the dandruff shampoo or the Veda shampoo, and then I put this in. I just put it on my ends, and I let it sit, and you can see, look at that shine in my hair. And you just let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes while you're in the shower. So I'll do everything else I need to do, and then go back and rinse it out. I use a wet brush to brush it out, so I'm only brushing my hair in the shower instead of out of the shower. And I felt like that's really helped keep my ends moisturized. I have kind of an ombre. You can sort of see in this lighting. Yeah, you can see down at the bottom how it gets lighter, and that has been bleached and it has been dyed. And so it's just very nice to keep that moisturized and keep my hair looking soft and shiny. And I've really seen a difference because I have a lot of broken ends and stuff, and I just feel like it keeps it more moisturized, and I think it does help the curls as well. So really love this conditioner. It's been one of my favorite so far. So that is the hair and the skincare portion. I have other skincare things I've been using, but I just haven't been using them long enough. One other thing I wanted to mention that I have loved is Inky List, and I'll put I don't have it anymore, and I need to order some new ones. I'll just put it in a picture over here, but the Inky List Rose Hip Oil was really great for my dry skin as well, and I would put that in place of the WELEDA or the WELEDA Skin Food, and use that and the NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost and mix those together as well, and my skin loved it. So that is skincare. We'll head on into makeup, and then I have a few bonus products as well. So the first makeup product, I'll get both of them up together. Lots of people, makeup artists here on YouTube, have been recommending the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This is a very liquid, that's the word I was looking for, foundation. It looks like this. Once again, I feel like this whole it's so smooth. I feel like this whole video is definitely for people with dry skin, because you can just see how glowy that looks and how hydrating it looks too. So I definitely recommend this for dry skin. This is what it looks like on my skin, and I'm just really loving the way this all looks today. You can see that it's glowy, but it's not like super shiny. It's not the glowiest foundation I've had, so I like that kind of more in the winter. It's a little tiny bit more matte. But I love this on my skin. I have this and the Flower Beauty Foundation have been, they're going to be my top. And I'm out of the Flower Beauty, so I'm going to finish this one up. And I don't know which one I'm going to buy next, because I've really been enjoying this. And along with this, I normally, when I buy a foundation, I just buy the concealer that goes with it, because I feel like it has kind of the same consistencies and really works really well with that foundation. And so that was true. The L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer was really good as well. I found that most concealers, like the Tarte Shape Tape or the the L'Oreal, the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover, which is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I put it on and it dries right away on my skin. And I have dry skin. I don't want that to happen. I want radiant, glowy skin. And so I really like this concealer because it's the same as the foundation, where it is glowy and it's kind of serum-like, not as much as the foundation, and it sits on the skin well. So I really like that. So I'm also using that underneath my eyes. So this combination, highly, highly recommend. Definitely been one of my favorites of 2020. So go and get yourself this, especially if you have dry skin. Love it. Also, really good deal. And what you might notice that most of this stuff that I'm talking about, besides I think 2 products, are all drugstore. So these are good products, but also good prices. So that's my key there. So the next thing that I put on is foundation. Well, I do eyeshadow. Normally I am like a powder eyeshadow. I don't normally use a cream eyeshadow, but I bought these at the end of the summer, I think. These are the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour, up to 24-hour cream shadows. This is in the shade Socialite, and this is what the shade looks like, and it's also what I have on the lids of my eyes. And I really like this. It's creamy at first, but then when you put it on, you can blend it really well, and it dries really well. It doesn't crease. It just looks really pretty on the skin, and I just really love this color. It has been really fun, and it's a very easy, very quick look. I just put this on and then a little bit of pink eyeshadow to kind of blend it on into the crease, and then you're done. Moving along, the next thing that I love, and you'll see I have more of these than anything else in my favorites because I love blush. So these are all the blushes I'm going to talk about today, and a bronzer. So I think that shows you what I'm very into at the moment. So at the beginning of this year of 2020, I had never used any cream, anything, eyeshadow, bronzer, blush, anything like that. And so I started watching more YouTube, and I'm just seeing a lot of people starting to use more cream. I think better products have come out for cream products, and this cream blush product is what I bought to start out my cream blush collection, and I love these. These are the Flower Beauty Blush Bombs. I have the color, this is the color Pinched, which is kind of like a neutral pink color, and then I have the color Nectar, which is kind of a neutral, it's got more of a salmon kind of color, and that is what I have on my cheeks. I like how it's almost the color of my skin, but it just brightens it up a little bit. I have a little bit on my nose, and just gives me kind of like a little suntan look a little bit. It's a little more summery maybe than I would love for this time of year, but because I wanted to show you my favorite color, it's definitely the Nectar. Love these, and I will continue to buy these. So if you need a cream blush, and once again, these are drugstore prices, so a lot cheaper than other cream blushes that are out there as well. Okay, so 2 more blushes. This has been very used, but I love this palette because it gives me a blush and kind of a highlight that goes with the blush. So I'll put the blush on, and then I'll do a little bit of a highlighter, and I just feel like it's nice to have a highlighter that matches my blush, and I don't have to go through my other highlighters to be like, does this work? Now the highlighter is kind of texturizing a little bit. I mean, it like enhances texture, which I have very textured skin, so I don't love that about this, but I love this color, and I absolutely love this double palette. Normally when you have a double palette or a triple palette or whatever, you do not use everything in the palette, and there's one thing that you use more, whereas this, whenever I use this blush, I'm going to use this highlighter with it. I really like that. They have a bunch of different colors. I do not know what color this is because it doesn't specify on here, but I'll put it in the link below with the color that I have. This is one of those more neutral pinks that I you'll notice kind of is a theme throughout this whole thing. I notice it's like everything is pink. So I have pink eyeshadow, I have pink blush, I have pink lipstick, everything's pink. That's okay though, you can all have a color. Another blush, the last blush I promise, is something I actually got in a Ipsy box. It is the Pacifica Desert Sunset. It has a blush, well that's the bronzer, and a blush, and you can see it's very worn. The Pacifica is already coming off, which I was kind of sad about. The packaging does not stay on very long. I've only had this for like 2 months. But you can tell that I'm definitely getting my use out of it with all that lovely bronzer around the edges. This is 100% vegan. It's cruelty-free. It's called the Desert Sunset palette, the Sunset Matte, and then Desert. This color is Desert, and this is Sunset Matte, I assume. And actually love these. This is actually a really good bronzer. It is comparable to my Fenty Beauty bronzer. It blends really nicely. It looks really nice on the skin, and this is one of those colors. I just love that more salmon peachy pink blushes. So I really love this color. Whew, those are all the blushes, like I said, and I have more blushes I could talk about, but I want to keep it at just my favorites for this year, and so those are my favorites for this year. I had one other bronzer, so I really like that Pacific Sun bronzer that I just showed you, and then I also really love the, I've been really loving the Fenty Beauty bronzer as well. I have the color Private Island, and this is what I have on my skin. I like to put it up on my cheekbones. You can see there's some on my forehead, and then I bring it down as well, and it just warms up the skin so well, and it blends so well. I feel like this is probably my best blending bronzer that I have, and I just love it. So we have talked about foundation and eyeshadow and blush and bronzer, and the last thing you need is your lip. And I am very into neutral pinks, and I was watching a video by Kathleen Lights. I was watching a video by Kathleen Lights, and she recommended these Wet n Wild lipsticks that are $1.95. It's what I have on my lip right now. There are a bunch of different colors, and if you go to her channel, she swatches, there we go. You can see those. I can't get the lip to turn. There we go. So she swatches every single color, so you can see what every single color looks like on her skin tone. She's a little bit lighter skin tone than me, I would assume. But I have the colors, you guessed it, neutral pinks. But this one is called Mad for Mauve. Yeah, Mauve. And it is the color that I have on my lip right now. And then the other color is a little bit more of a darker pink, and it's called Rose and Slay, and you can tell that I haven't really used this one too much. It's more of a deeper pink, and I guess I could put it on so you could see what it looks like. I really like that. Everything's neutral pink, but these are the only these are the lipsticks I've really only been using, and I have really loved them, and they're only $1.95, so you should go get them right now. They're at Target, they're at Walmart, they're amazing. Because what I love about them is they look kind of like you have lip gloss on. You can see that they like give a little bit of a shine without actually having to put lip gloss on over the lipstick. They also have matte ones as well, but I wanted the shiny ones. So the last makeup item I'm going to talk about are these MAC Shot of Color lipsticks. Now, lip oils. Now, MAC is known for their lipsticks. I've actually never owned a MAC lipstick. I should probably try them. But if I can get lipsticks for $1.95 that I like, I'm not going to get lipsticks for $25. I'm just going to use the ones that I have. So that being said, Alana Rama recommended this lip oil, and she kept talking about it, and she influenced me, and I wanted to try it, and I did. I finally just bit the bullet. I don't have a red lipstick, and so I bought this in the very red color. It's called So Full On. It's very full on. But what I love about it is the consistency. So it is like a lip gloss, but it feels more hydrating than a lip gloss. So it's just as shiny. You can see that. but it just feels so good on the lips. It's just this beautiful, soft, shiny consistency. It feels amazing. It's just, yeah. So I did do a makeup video with this, the Katie Jane Hughes one, where I did her red lipstick look, and I did a video talking about how she used that on the lips, so you can go see that video if you would like to. But yeah, I love that, and I need to wear it more often. I get very comfortable in my neutral pinks, and I forget I need to use my like brighter reds as well. And so I really, really like that lip oil. One thing that I didn't talk about with the skincare is the face halo. When I'm taking my makeup off, I use a balm or an oil, which I've loved, but I've found like just using water to wipe it off isn't enough, especially when I have a lot on. These are amazing. So I just soak these in water and just wipe it off my face, and everything comes off. I don't feel like I have anything left over around my eyes or anything like that. They're super soft. You can get a pack for $20 and it comes with 3. And I just stick them in the wash, and they've lasted. And so I've had them a little bit over a year, but I've really loved using these. And then lastly, what is 2020 without matching scrunchies? So I got this set off of Amazon, and there's more colors than this. There's a million. So you can, like, what I love about these is, you know, when you have ponytails and ponytail holders and you lose them all the time, these you can't really lose because they're so big and bright, and you're like, oh, that's my ponytail holder. And so yeah, I have, like, I think it comes with 8, maybe 10 different colors. I've worn these. I feel like when I want to wear a ponytail to work, these just make it look a little bit cuter, a little bit more dressed up, and a little bit more fun, I think. And so I've used these so much this year, and just really enjoyed them. And also noticed they're in neutral pink. But anyways, after all of that, it's a lot of products. Maybe I should have split up skincare and makeup, but that's everything I'm really, really excited about. That was everything. What I love about all of this stuff is all of it was drugstore, and all of it works really well on me and hopefully on you too. And so you do not have to spend a ton to get makeup that works and that looks good, and that you love. So that is the end of this video. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and a lot of this would be really good gift ideas for your family and your friends as well. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you. Bye.